How's it going? How are you doing? Good. Glad to hear it. I myself, I just got back just a few minutes ago. Went over and spent a little bit of time with my dad. The place that he's in right now did a nice big spread, like Christmas party. This place has like 5-star chefs working in it, and they had all kinds of stuff. All just an elaborate spread of food. Really too much to even just sample everything. But it's good food. It was nice being there with my dad, and of course my mom was there, and my daughter and her fiance, and her mother was there, and yeah, it was nice. Really nice. So I just got back from doing that. Earlier today, when I got home after work, before I went over to Story Point for the little Christmas dinner thing, came home and I got a notice earlier today that there was a package that it got delivered, which kind of threw me off because the only thing that I was expecting was, if you actually just saw in my last video I did, where I'd ordered a past Z-Box from Zabby in the UK. Well, I thought that's what the tracking was for. The one they're referring to in the notice I got today. And I was like, well, I already got that. So, what the hell did I order? Couldn't remember. Well, when I got home and I saw the package, I was like, that looks like the size of like a record. Wait a minute. As I do remember, thinking back now, I do remember seeing an email about them saying when it was due to be shipped. But I don't remember actually seeing like the email that it shipped. So kind of, out of sight, out of mind type thing. Completely forgot about it. So it showed up. So I'm almost positive it is what I think it is. But rather than me say it, we're just going to open it up and see. I'm kind of excited about it, if it is what I think it is. Alright, you with me? Let's go. But what I believe this is it is a vinyl record. A limited edition pressing of a particular concert that I experienced this past year. I'm actually going to keep that box because I do have, if you watch my other videos of a bunch of the old records that my mom had and that she was looking to just get rid of, and she had me go through them and pull out, the ones that I thought would actually sell or people might be interested in. I still have to go through. I did videos for them, but the process of actually going through them, playing them, make sure that they play all right and everything is a little time consuming. So, but when the time comes and I need to ship, that box will come in handy. But here we go. This is what I thought it was. This is the vinyl record of the actual concert that I live streamed on my big screen, on my 120-inch theater screen, of Stained. It was the It's Been a While concert live from Foxwoods. Well, actually, the concert itself, the actual concert that they streamed actually took place in 2019. But the streaming of it, they actually did this past year, where you could buy, I forget how much the ticket was for it. It was only like, I want to say like $15 or something like that. And, so it wasn't technically live, like in the moment. Although they did have, if I remember right, they did have some actual live footage, of the band and stuff, like prior to this, and I think maybe even afterwards they had them kind of talking about it and so forth and so on. But yeah, you're right. Like I said, it wasn't technically live because this concert actually took place in 2019, but the stream that they did just of it took place this past year. And they had this special option where you could, for like a bundled price, you could then get this limited edition pressing of that concert on vinyl. So it is a two vinyl or two disc, 2 LP set. So there we go. And let's see. Side A has Eyes Wide Open, Paper Jesus, Not Again, and Fade. Side B has For You, Something to Remind You, Intro, and Crawl. Side C has Right Here, Outside, Paper Wings, and So Far Away. And then side D is Raw, It's Been a While, and Mud Shovel. And I want to say this is like a colored vinyl. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not just like standard, black. But so let's get the plastic off of it and see what the inside of it looks like. Alright, here's the inside. It tells all the listings. And I think it looks like it talks about. I don't know whether it actually talks about the songs. I don't think it actually like talks about the songs necessarily. I don't know. The print's so fine and it kind of almost blends in, so I can't read it without. There's too much glare from the overhead lights. But I don't know whether it actually like talks about the songs a little bit or whether it just has information on like where like each song, like what album each of those songs initially appeared on, or stuff like that. Let's pull out the vinyl itself and see. It might be just black, but no, that's what I thought. It's on kind of a, I don't know whether you'd call it like a marble or a splash, or can't remember what exactly they called it, but it's a nice blue. I like how when they do these, it's got the it's got like a little film over it to protect it. Sweet. I would assume that the other one is probably blue also, but we will find out. Put this one back in there. And then we'll pull this one out and maybe. Yeah. Same thing. Blue. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's got like a. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just felt that way. Thought maybe it had like a little plastic film over it. But yeah, it still feels like, yeah, I think there is like a little plastic film over it, because I can't actually, normally in records you can kind of feel the grooves a little bit, and I don't feel the grooves at all. So there's got to be like a, maybe there isn't. I don't know. Because it doesn't feel like, it feels like that's over. I don't know. Guess to find out if I go to play it and it's not playing right. But yeah, so there we go. So that was it. That was the 2 LP vinyl that I got in the mail today. So I was glad to get this. I was glad to, like I said, even though it wasn't technically live, I was glad to get the ticket and stream that concert. Because unfortunately, I did have tickets for Disturbed, Stained, and Bad Wolves, and of course, you know, that was in 2020, and you know that was a total wash for concerts because of COVID, and then it got rescheduled for early this year. I think it was supposed to be like in May, I think, and of course it got. I think initially it was going to be rescheduled to later in the year, and then ultimately that was one of the dates that they just canceled outright. So I'm glad that I actually, at the time that they did this live stream concert, I'm glad that I got it. So I was, wasn't quite the same as actually going to a show and seeing them in person, but it was the next best thing. And it was really cool to see Stain performing and kind of hear their music live. So it was a good show. So I'm glad to have this on vinyl. I look forward to eventually getting around to listening to it and see how it sounds. So hopefully Stain will be out and about maybe sometime this next year, and me and my daughter can and her fiance too, if he wants to go, can go see him. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to hit some other shows, that's for sure. I just asked her tonight. She didn't see the post I tagged her in on Facebook the other day on a concert I saw coming up, and decided I'm going to go on and get me and her a couple tickets to go see Papa Roach with the Hollywood Undead and Bad Wolves. So that'll be exciting because we were both looking forward to seeing Bad Wolves when they were supposed to be with Disturbed. So now we'll get to see them this time. So I'm gonna get that, and then I myself I'm gonna go on and get a ticket for Overkill. We'll be playing Bogarts in Cincinnati. I'm just thinking about it. I'm stoked for that because that's one of the old thrash bands that I went and seen a number of times back in the 90s. I don't think I saw him actually I might have, maybe the first time I saw him might have been like in '89, because the first concert I ever went to, if you don't count Conway Twitty, that my mom took me with her to go see Conway Twitty, which, looking back, remember now, I enjoyed the show, but I don't technically consider that my first concert, because it wasn't the first concert I went to by my own choosing. My first concert I went to was it would have been November 18th, my birthday, in 1986. The first concert I went to, and that was Metallica with the Cult opening up, and that was on the first leg of their Injustice for All tour. And by chance, I think my second and third concerts were also Metallica. The second one was Metallica and the Cult, and then the third one was Metallica with Queensryche opening up, but still on the same tour, Injustice for All. It was on their, basically the second leg as they were coming back across the United States. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe Overkill. I might have seen, the first time I seen them might have been like in late '88 or '89. But then through early to mid '90s, seen them a few times. Hadn't really heard a whole lot out of them here lately as far as like touring and stuff. So I'm really excited about going to see Overkill. I think tickets go on sale this Friday, so I'm going to have to go on and get me a ticket for that too. All right, that's it. Let's wrap this up. Everybody, as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and look out for yourself and those around you. And everything will be just great, right? That's why I like. Gotta stay positive. Gotta stay positive, especially with all just the natural negativity that's out in the world today. Just mainly with just the COVID, you know. Hopefully one day this will be like just a bad nightmare that we can completely put behind us, and we can just go on. But yeah, just my thought. Just what I'm looking forward to. Eventually, just going on and not having to deal with this stuff anymore. So let's all keep our fingers crossed for that day. Until the next time, until the next video. I'm not sure when the next video will be. I don't think I have anything ordered. I do have, if you're a die-cast collector, if you're a Hot Wheels collector, if you just like cars in general, I eventually will have a full case of Hot Wheels that I'll be opening up, and hopefully try my luck at maybe pulling one of those super treasure hunts out of it. But as with all the shipping containers that are so slow to get in through customs and stuff now, when it'll show up, who knows? They were saying probably about right around 30 days from the time I ordered it, so it might not be until like mid-January. So sure, there'll probably be some other things between now and then. I still got plenty of comics to go through. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe so you can be aware of all that when it posts. If you enjoyed the video, even though there wasn't a whole lot to it, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. And that's it. Till the next time. Hey, take it easy. See ya.